Boo! Tonight on SharpBalloons, we made Pennywise the Clown. I mean, I really hope that you could recognize it without me saying that. We have made Pennywise before. This is our previous version, Pennywise Classic, the Tim Curry version. This one is literally 3 years old, if you can believe it. I love this guy as well. He is a wearable mask. Pretty great. Wear to your Halloween parties. I promise we're a wholesome stream. Moodang, the baby pygmy hippopotamus out of balloons? By popular request on this channel. Look at the little balloon knot for the tail. Look at her little chin wrinkles. I love her so much. I see why the internet is completely in love with this feisty queen. Get it, Moodang. Get it. Ah!
Hashtag not in all Londons.
Yeah! Just like giving birth.
I'm not trapped in here with you. Your hand is trapped in here with me.
It's true. Okay, now watch this. Now we're gonna. Well, tonight on a very spooky SharpBalloons, we put Hello Kitty in a few Halloween costumes. Of course, we have Hello Kitty Pennywise and Hello Kitty Dragon, but we've added Hello Kitty Pumpkin and Franken Kitty. Look at the shoes. I love this so much. Thank you for hanging out with us. Knock, knock, trick or treat. Yay! Aw, Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty. You want candy? I'll give you candy. Yeah. That's wild. Yeah, get it. Dino dance. Dino dance. Yeah. It is as big as puzzles. Like the feet are barely poking through down there. Yeah, hey JD. Splorpy. And that's it. My biggest anxiety. It's pretty big. Like, today, it's pretty big. Hello, how are we doing? Hang on, I can start some music here. I know how to stream. Such a professional. Okay, let's see. Turn this on. Turn this on, turn this on, there. We're good. How are you? It's Tuesday. Obviously, I'm starting a little late today. I did get some more balloons done last night. Let's take a look here. Or more balloon done. I got one done. Ah! Look at that. It's so great. Look at these buds. They are good buddies. I remade the Patrick holding the hammer and the nail. So I recreated this sculpture for our YouTube video. You might already need a replacement for his hand. The hand is always the first part that goes, but he's still pretty cute. With a real, genuine nail. Not too many balloon artists will hammer a nail into your balloon once it's done. Just saying, I will go that extra mile for you. Hello, everybody. Oh, I should be turned on. Let me open up my, turn on my chats screen. There we go. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Flavor Fade, Nikki Painter, Very Bex in the room for the preview. Hello. Time is just a suggestion. It's true. It's true. Hello, hey, Purple Monkey. You're just you like random words. I love random words. Hello, Darth Roni. Yes, Spongebob and Patrick. And today I'm gonna work on a Squidward, and I've chosen the Squidward version we'll be doing. Cowards! Loving the thank you. These are the glasses I wear during our kids live stream on Wednesdays on YouTube. The SharpBalloons Family Hour. Now we will actually not be recording or streaming a SharpBalloons Family Hour this week. The grandparents are out; they're out of the country, so they will not be available for childcare. And we're just gonna hang out with our son, because that's the thing we like to do. But just a heads up, that's gonna be a little different this week. We will still be streaming on Thursday nights. Look how shiny he is. Hey, SpongeBob. Hey, SpongeBob.
Yes, Patrick.
Oh, not much. I kind of have a splitting headache. Weird. Okay. Why did I specifically choose to make Patrick when he was building a seahorse stable? That's a really good question. So my whole philosophy, is that the word I want to use? Basically, what I'm saying, I like making balloons, right? This is the SpongeBob that I would make if I were asked to make a SpongeBob at a party. Pretty simple construction. There's only 4 balloons involved in this, which is actually a little higher than average. And then there's some time drawing the face. But this goes pretty fast, like 6-7 minutes. This, on the other hand, some people will say the secret to the comedy is timing or not messing up the joke. My secret to comedy is specificity, especially when it's in visual representation. So I like finding not just a generic thing, but like the very hyper-specific, like one meme or one very memorable episode. This is, of course, from the episode where SpongeBob finds out that
Squidward likes Krabby Patties.
RC is here. Hey, RC, how you doing? 6, 7, what? You didn't know I did impressions too, McDougal. I'm so good, right? Hey, yet it is good to see you. Good to see you. Only 4, this one? Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, there's the brown balloon is a 260, the white balloon is a 160, the yellow balloon around the edge, like the frame, is a 260, and then the balloon in the center that I used to draw the face on, that's a 360, which is that wider, flatter base for me to get a good canvas to draw the details on. This bad boy used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'll say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 balloons that I can remember off the top of my head, and probably a couple more like scraps of extra piece of balloon that I'm forgetting about, because I don't have a great memory for these things. Oh my gosh, I love how his arms and legs move. I mean, he's, very precariously strapped to a base, but when you just hold him, it's pretty great. Yeah, I love it. Hey, SpongeBob. Hey, and Red Lobster for the seafood lover in you. Hello.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
He does. They look so good, Shark Geek. Thank you. Thank you so much. His pockets are full of balloons, too. Yes. You just can't tell. Ah, I love it. And let's see. How long did this one take? I started building it at like 10:30 yesterday, and I probably finished it around 12:30, but I was also like pausing, explaining what I was doing, and talking to chat. So I would say this probably I could recreate in a half hour if I was going full speed and not trying to be entertaining. but still too long for a birthday party. I think we can all agree, but not too long for a special gift for someone. There's a Spongebob balloon and a Patrick balloon. Where's Squidward? Excellent question, Purple Monkey Shorts. Allow me to begin on this Squidward. But first, let me set up my little bikini bottom tableau here. I'll put you, let's see, I think SpongeBob's a little larger in scale, so I'll move him back behind Patrick so he's not as... Oh my gosh, it's so cute, right?
Ah, best buds.
Can we angle the nails so that we... Real live nail. Ah! There we go. Looking good. Looking good, buds. Here, maybe I'll let you see SpongeBob's tie. Move him a little more to the side. We got to make room. We're, of course, going to make not only Squidward and Sandy, but we're also going to make Plankton. Here's my original, my Plankton draft. He has continued to shrink. He's even smaller now than when I first made him. So we'll have to remake this little gentleman, but just for like size reference. I know it's not quite the actual size reference of Plankton to Patrick. You wouldn't be able to see all the details if I made him the actual size, right? Maybe I should do like a magnifying glass around him, so it's like, look, you can see Plankton because you're looking through a magnifying glass. It's kind of a fun idea. Yes, Plankton imitating life. Look, friends, balloons are just like us, full of hot air, beautiful, fun, not long for this earth. Enjoy your life while you have it. Make life better for the people that you love. And make art, right? If Plankton were Mr. Krabs! Okay, look, Purple Monkey Shorts. I could do this all day. But I choose not to because I'm a human being who has free will. Basically, I've done a Mr. Krabs. I could do a Miss Puff. I could do all of the characters, but I'm not going to. So there. I may do another series of SpongeBob later, if I feel like it. I'm the boss. Oh, you don't have to apologize. You're just asking. Okay, so hey, Trike Tyler's here. I didn't even see. How you doing, Trike? It's so much more done if you weren't always trying to be entertaining, Bex. I think you said that as a joke, but also... Yes, it's true. Then life would get so boring, says Trike. Yeah, see? So again, life is short. Be entertaining. Nikki, you would say you need a simple pineapple house to make Bikini Bottom, but I would never do so. Me? Simple? Yeah, no. I typed Bikini Bottom in the Go Live, but you know. I will probably not make the entire city. Probably. A 13 balloon SpongeBob. 13 balloon SpongeBob, 4 balloon SpongeBob. Let's see how many balloons were in the Patrick. Patrick has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll just count these as 1, even though they're 2 separate balloons. 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 12 balloons. So just shy of the number of balloons that were in the SpongeBob. I wonder how many balloons we'll use in Squidward. Excellent question. Stay there, buds. Okay. You're looking good. Double check. Yes. Gorgeous. I'm going to turn you a little more this way. my gosh. Oh my gosh, these guys. So adorable. Urgh.
Hello.
Annie made it. Annie made it. Fantastic. I'm so glad, Annie, you made it just in time for me to make a Squidward. So let me type a message letting people know that I am not going to be reading chat as regularly this time around because I am recording. Hi. Shana is working on filming a, I'll say SpongeBob balloon YouTube video. She's not reading chats, but she'll check in periodically. And then heart and Iggy Jam. Perfect punctuation. And there we go. I'm going to pin that. We been pinned. And I'll hide it because I don't want to have to see that the whole time. Fantastical. Nikki, you're in my head now. Shit. I could probably make a simple pineapple house. Okay, hang on. I'm going to look it up. I just want to see if I could do like a simple version that was like to scale. Do you know what I mean? Like large, but in the background. It's not too bad. You could probably do it. Because, like, here's the thing. It's mostly just like a cylinder balloon with the pineapple markings on it. I could weave it together. That would take forever. But it would look more pineapple texture-y. And then it's a matter of the blue door and the porthole window. The little vent. There's a chimney. And then the green on the top. That's easy enough. Are there two windows? There's two windows. Two windows, a door, and a vent. Maybe, but first I'm gonna do this Squidward. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the Twitch alerts and overlays, including chat, so that's not on the screen when we, you know, make the video. Oh, let me make sure my no, I still have to do the adjustments to my over-the-shoulder camera. So, won't you join me while I do that? I hope everybody's having a good Veterans Day. Thank you for your service to those of you who have served in the armed forces. Over-the-shoulder camera, there it is. Properties, configure video. How do you configure? Okay, so the way I configure this video, do you like the balloon dog painted on the back? Actually, that's a good thing to try and focus on. So we'll see here. Need to focus to be at like 24, 22 is good. Yes. And exposure will be at -6 with a low gain. And then our white balance needs to be at like close to 35. Apply. Okay, how we doing? That looks good. Do have a bunch of balloons on my floor, but that's not abnormal for my studio. But if I'm drawing the details on a balloon, perfect camera angle. Yeah, all right. I always do this where I'm like, let's pretend. Let's see what it would look like if my hand were holding a pen. I don't know why. Gorgeous. Oh, Sassy Girlie's here. Hello, Sassy. How you doing? All right. I think that's good. Stay there. And now if I... It's so funny to me. It's like this little scene. It's like SpongeBob is enjoying looking at Patrick, who has somehow managed to nail a board to his head. Fantastic. I'm going to start my recording, friends. All right, I will again be checking in very sporadically with chat, but I love you. And if anybody comes in the room and is like, what's going on here? Oh boy, would I appreciate you communicating with them, letting them know. And should I put this down? I'll probably just move this for this shot here. All right. Thanks, friends. We got SpongeBob. We got SpongeBob. We got Patrick. Oh no, Patrick! But there's some more citizens of Bikini Bottom that I'd like to make. Number one. I don't know. I've got this pump under my arm. I don't need that. First. Why do I keep saying first? Got some more Bikini Bottom residents to make. Let's start with Squidward. So the Squidward I'm making, Squidward can't sleep. You know, from the episode where Squidward is so nervous about his audition to be in the Philharmonic that, well, he can't sleep. And then SpongeBob and Patrick take over his body to complete the audition. It goes great. I love this. Let's get started. I'm going to use mint-colored balloons for Squidward's complexion. It's not an exact match. I think technically Squidward is a little more gray, a little less saturated of a color, but you do what you gotta do. See, I'll get a couple different sizes here. I'm also going to need some accessories for our pillow. And our bed. Let's see. Oh, I dropped one. Don't do that. This is a very blue sculpture. Oh, and I need the pale yellow for the eyes. Here we go. Now let me get my photo reference up. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. These are the balloons that will make a Squidward. We'll use this mint color, this kind of pastel mint color for his skin. We'll use this pale yellow color for the eyes. I'm making him in bed, unable to sleep because he's so stressed out. So we'll use these kind of blues and whites for the pillow, bedspread. It's gonna be great. Let's get started. Weekend at Squidward's. Oh my gosh, yes. They literally get inside of his body and puppet it. It's bonkers. Skimple old school yellow balloon upside down, green scribbled around the valve. Shana, 7 yellow, 5 10s, interwoven 2 green filled with pipe cleaner. You get it, you get it. That's exactly what I do. All right, let's get all of our balloons together. Fantastic. This is a very calming and relaxing color palette. I wonder if that'll help Squidward sleep. All right, let's head over to our desk. While I do love these two gentlemen keeping me company over here, I actually don't want them to be front and center. If I put you guys there, does that frame a good picture? Push it more this way. We'd like something to weigh down the front of that, because it wants to not do that. Let's see, where's my, I need like a quarter. Can I borrow a quarter? I have these paper clips. I don't think they're heavy enough. Hang on. BRB. Let's see. What do I have that's small and heavy enough? Here's a washer. It's basically like a donut coin. Fantastic. All right, so watch this. If I take this washer and tuck it in between the balloons that make sand at the bottom toward the front, then hopefully that added weight will keep it tilted front. Yes, it does. I love it. Okay. Now where are we gonna position you, Patrick? And Mr. Bob. So if I blow this up, and then I have to make things out here, though. If I do this, make balloons here. Blow this up and then make the balloon here. That maybe is good. These guys are like more background flavor at this point. Yeah, I think this works. Good job, everybody. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna start off by making Squidward's eyeballs. He can't sleep, so they're permanently open. I'll do this pale yellow balloon and this pale green, and we'll tie these both together. Gorgeous. It's a good shape for Squidward's eye, and I'll make another bubble that's the same size of that for the back side. Just that around. Then I'm going to basically twist these around a few times to get a nice stretched out, here I can do it over, a little stretched out section between the two, so that when we put them next to each other, they're not too tight together at the top. There's a little bit of spacing, so they can sit nicely against one another. And then I'm going to make another eye the same size as my first eye. The exact size can't matter so much as the symmetry does. You just want it to be, this is smaller. That looks, there we go. Good enough. And then we'll make another bubble in the back to match that. Twist those around. All right, now here's where we're at. 2 double bubbles. I'll take a small bubble in my mint. Very small bubble. And I'm going to take my knot over here and wrap that around that bubble. So I have this tiny spacer bubble between the tops of the eyes. Going to tie my knots together there. Ah, I didn't tie it around the bubble. Good job, Shana. Let's try that again. I'm gonna make a tiny bubble in the green and then wrap my nozzles around it. Tie those. Nice. Now I've got two eyes with a small green bubble right in between. Gonna do another bubble. Around the back. And then I'm just gonna wrap these together, almost pinch twisting them. And then I will rip this extra off, leaving a nice long scrap for myself. Pop that. There we go. Don't need that. And we'll do the same thing over here. This one I'll just cut off with my cutter. And we'll tie these two pieces of balloon together. Gorgeous. So these are Squidward's eyes as he stares into the night, unable to sleep. Let's turn this down. Okay. So we've got our eyes, now we need to build the head around the eyes. And because the head is going to be laying flat on a pillow, the head will be shaped a little differently than I would normally make a Squidward. But I think it'll be fun. We're gonna blow up some of this 360 in the same mint green color. Don't need the whole thing, just a little bit. Tie that off. Fantastic. Stormy, look at you, 7 stream streak. Thank you. Hello, Cleansy. Yes, I'm not like reading chat too much, but hello, I see you in there. Love it. Okay. Whew, this balloon kind of smells. We'll cut that out of the final footage. So 360, nice and soft. Get a nice stretch. I'm gonna do a double pinch twist. And on the smaller side for a 360. Pinch twist there. Gorgeous. Now, going to position our eyes right on the center of this pinch twist. I've got this extra scrap left over, so I'm going to take that and wrap that in the double pinch twist to really make sure that we are cinched in there. Good, okay. Now, I will squeeze and stretch the 360 again. Basically, I'm trying to get the curve of Squidward's head, but then as it hits the pillow, it gets flat. So I'm not gonna wrap it all the way around the head. I'm just gonna wrap it to about the, like, if I'm looking at this as a clock, I'm wrapping it to like 10:30. Or, you know, if you're opposite ways, I guess, 1:30. I know clocks. I know how to tell time. Big brag. So we've got our split right there. Beautiful. Now what I need is a standard 260 in that same mint. You can see how prepared I am. Tie this off here. Now I'm going to tie this 260 to the 360. Well, this is a lovely accessory. All right. And we're going to tie these two together. Tie it again, just to be safe. All right. Head wrapping around the eyes to there. And then we'll do a straighter bubble right there that goes into this double pinch twist. Whoop. Nice. So this part of the head will be covered by the pillow, but this part of the head has that nice Squidward shape. Okay. Now we need to add Squidward's nose, his mouth, and his eyebrows to be all of the facial features, and then we'll start building the bed around his body. That should be fun. All right. What I said I was going to do his nose, his eyebrows, his nose. Good, good, good. Just need a scrap for the nose. I'll need two. Oh, I'll do that on camera. Maybe I'll do the nose first, and then we'll do the eyebrows and then the mouth. Sounds good? All right, sounds good. Good talk, everybody. You don't need to be here right now, Squid. Okay. So for our Squidward details, we're going to start with the nose. I just need the tail end of a 260 in mint. And that's how you blow your nose. Okay. So the thing about Squidward's nose is it comes out a little bit and then goes straight down. So we need to put a bend in the balloon at about the length of the nose. I think that's about the length of nose I want. So what I'm going to do is tie this balloon. I'm not going to, this is too long of a nose, but I'm going to make the bend by giving it a pinch and pushing the air back in so that the balloon wants to bend. And now that the balloon is bent, I'm going to seal it off after the bend so that this can be my connection point to the face. It'll come forward in front of the eyes and then down in front of the mouth. And now this part, although I temporarily tied it, I no longer need to, so we'll pop it. Perfect. Let that air out. And tie this nose off. Reinforce that little bend one more time. Just for good measure. Perfect. I like perfect. Okay, let's go back here. So now we've got our nose. Whoa, that looks crazy. What if Squidward's nose was a helicopter? Asking the questions that everybody is too afraid to ask. All right. I'm going to push this scrap between the eyes. That sounds weird. Here, let's see. Push the scrap between the eyes. And then reaching in between from the back to pull it out. There it is. So, Squidward's nose is not that direction. It's facing that direction. Beautiful. Nice. Oh, that's wait, that's the way the head is. Oh, very cute. I might even bend it a little more this way, so we can see that when he's, oh. Good Squidward. Now we'll do the eyebrows, because that's a very, eyebrows are the most underrated facial feature. We'll do some eyebrows, and then we'll do the mouth that's kind of curved down and sad, and then pull the covers up to his chin. There we go. Okay, so for those details, I'm going to need 160 in that line, but I'm going to just use 2 scraps. So we'll cut it right in half. Did you see that poof of latex powder that escaped? All right, so 1/2 I will tie. I'm going to tie that here. So I have a nice long scrap on one end. I'll inflate in the middle and leave myself a long scrap on the other end. This will be the eyebrows. And then this will keep and we'll make the mouth. Okay, move it. Okay, perfect. So there's that scrap. Beautiful. I only want this middle section and 2 long scraps at the end. Just want to make sure that this is the right size. This is a little long, so I'll shrink that down a bit. That looks pretty good. Okay, so we'll tie this off. Now I've got a section of 160, nice and tight at the ends. We'll bend that right in the middle and then pinch the air out of the balloon. Let it back in. That's a shock twist. Shocking. I'm also going to kind of bend the balloons a little bit up at the ends so we get this sort of a shape. It won't be perfect in that shape, but it will kind of keep the basics of this shape here. I'm sorry. I can't sleep. That's what I look like every night. Except I'm usually looking at my phone, which might have something to do with why I can't sleep. Okay! To attach our eyebrows, we're going to thread 1 scrap through this triangle here. Out the back of the head. And this other one we will thread through the other side of the head and the eyeball. So tuck it under there and pull it through. I realize I should have done this side first because, of course, the other side's going to come out. Let's tuck that through. All right. Now, this is a totally different facial expression that I can totally see Squidward making. But for now, I'm going to tie the 2 ends of scrap together so it kind of makes like a loop through the center of Squidward's face. Pull that down to the base of the eyes. And then we're going to come up here. And he was like this. We're going to rotate it so the middle of our point is up. That's pretty good, right? Oh, Squidward. so relatable. We've all been there. We've all been there. I love it. Okay. So we've got Squidward's nose, eyebrows, head shape. We need the mouth. Let's go over to this camera. Look how good he is so far. Okay. That just keeps me motivated to keep going. The second half of that 160 that I split, we'll inflate that. Perfect. I'm not gonna need all of this, but let's measure it up against the balloon and see how much we do need. Tie it off. And stretch. Okay. The real thing I need to do here is get like a curve. That's that sad face curve, that frown, where the ends of your mouth are pointed down towards the ground. That's Squidward. He's so worried. Why is it that it's always hardest to go to sleep on the nights when you most need to go to sleep? But it is. I'm gonna try and get my bends in here. So if I put the end, this is me really just figuring this out as I go along. I put the end in the middle of this juncture. You know what he needs? Something to kind of go. I don't hate it. I just think it's a little long. Part of me thinks I might need to glue it to get it to stay in that exact position, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it is another level of complication. Let me see if I can bend the balloon. That might work. Let's try this. Don't need this part. That's extra. Let's tie this here. Don't want any of the air to escape. Stay in there. It's so weird that I'm doing like half of Squidward. It's like Squidward with Bell's palsy, right? Like, but when he's laying in the bed and the pillow covers half of his face, I think it will. It'll end up looking. You just gotta trust the process. Okay. Because balloon art is all about leaving yourself the structural support for all the other details that you want. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, from this angle, it looks more like him. This angle is like, what's happening? It's fine. Don't worry. All right. Variant! God gives his most wakeful nights to his least contented octopi. Touching. Yes, I imagine that's how it works. Okay, let's see. Now what are we doing? Now we are making the bed. Then we're gonna lie in it. Okay, we gotta do the bedspread and the pillow. That will, should I do the pillow first? I think I wanna do the pillow first, and then we'll do the bedspread. So, pillow. I've got a very pale blue for our pillow. Beautiful. Let's see here. Now, how best to attach these? Ideally, the pillow will go in front of Squidward's face. It goes to the point of his mouth because that's the point at which the blanket kind of rolls up and covers all of that detail. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bend this so that the nozzle comes out at an angle. And a bit of a swell. You squeeze the end of the balloon, the air goes back up to the tip, and will help you get that angle you were looking for. There we go. Tuck that loosely into our back pinch twist. Here we go. Looking good. Hopefully we can roll this up with the support of the bedspread so that we hide that lower area. And then the pillow's crease is just about up here. So the pillow's like in front of his head, in the front, but then goes back behind his head. So we are trying to mess with three-dimensional shapes that do not necessarily exist. If I did it like this, yes. Put this here. Looking pretty good. Again, if I could rotate this up there, that would be perfect, but we'll deal with what we got right now. Pinch twist here. Now the pillow has to come up. From behind the head, and there's like the corner of the pillow is about to here. Double pinch twist. I did single pinch twist in my experiments and they kept coming undone. Rude. Oh, we just got a follow. Hello, new follow. you're probably new here. My name is Shana Sharp. I'm the best balloon artist in the world. Blah blah blah. We're making a sleeping Squidward or a not sleeping Squidward out of balloons, and I am recording this for my YouTube channel, so I'm not like actively reading chat or reacting to everything. But it is so nice to have you here. We stream Mondays and Tuesdays at 11 a.m. I'm usually much more 10 a.m. Pacific time. I'm usually much more talkative during those. And then Thursday nights, my husband and I do a fun little balloon comedy variety show. That's enough of that Shana commercial. But enjoy. I've also got some other balloons here that you may recognize. Here, we'll do this. Of course, Patrick, working on his carpentry skills again. And, whoa, Spongebob, who just figured out that Squidward likes
Krabby Patties, don't ya, Squidward?
So, that's fun. Now, Patrick, you fell out of your sand floaty. There you go, bud. Perfect. And now we're working on this. Later we'll remake my my plankton, which this is my sample plankton, but you know, plankton doesn't last very long out of the ocean. Okay. It's looking great. What can I say? Now we need to do the bed. So the bed I'm probably going to attach right in here. I also need a, the bedspread has like a little folded over sheet. Of course, Squidward has the most impeccably made bed. Variant. Can confirm, usually very talkative. All kinds of talkative. Squeeze. Stretch. Let the air out. Squeeze. Stretch. Nice. This is a periwinkle balloon. I love this shade. Very happy it exists. Okay, so I'm going to twist off the 260 neck. Kind of right, not right at the pinch twist, but maybe a 1-inch bubble below, just to give myself, I don't want it to be like tucked under the chin. Right at the base there. Then we'll tie that together. Don't need this part anymore, so pop it. Tie these two. I'll double tie it just to be safe because I'm a little paranoid. Okay. Now, obviously Squidward's body has some length to it. I'm not going to, you know, the image, the meme is usually cut off right about here. I'll probably make it about to there. Squishy. Perfect. Roll this bubble through these two out the back. Gorgeous. This is our, obviously this is, you don't have one of these at the end of your bed? Weird. And now it's a little floppy there, but we'll have a wraparound of white. 160. The skinny balloons. Looking pretty good. Because we're probably going to cut it off. Should I have another round of the periwinkle? I might, huh? Just to give a little more depth. Okay, I will. You convinced me. Do 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 do. Ba 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 da da da. Do, do. Oh, Punk Fiend's here too. Hi, Punk Fiend and MS Gamer, a Steffi Hero. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry I haven't been. Sorry I haven't been chatting at you all. Squeak! Stretch. Okay. You know, I'm going to twist a bubble here, wrap that around this bubble to lock this in, and then making a 4th bubble, so this will be a 4-bubble roll through. And now this, don't need, we'll cut that off. And then swoop, stretch that to the end. Wrap that around these bubbles just to keep the tension. Dynamic tension. Okay, so it's not fully complete, but we are getting there. Now let's wrap our bedspread or our sheet over that. Looking good. It's like, the one thing I want to do is show that it's like a bed, so I'm going to try and bend this corner, see if that'll help. Like, does that help? Not really. I was going to say, does that help reinforce the illusion of a bed? I think what we really need is just something. Well, you know, if we just cut it off, which is always a thing we're allowed to do, we're like, look, it's great. But this one forward, I think. But I do think that these can be tied together, and that'll be fine. So we'll do that. Don't need that part. Extra. Oh, poor Squidward. Okay. Not last thing, because I still have to do some drawing, the marker work, but I'd like to make, I know, am I too much? I'd like to make the bed frame, just like it looks kind of like bamboo, so I think it'll be fun. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, Shana. I'll bring a couple of 160s in that mocha brown color. I'm also going to grab my cup of water because I'm going to do another deep hook twist. So if you missed the first one, you can watch me do this one. How fun for you. One of these and another one of these. Whoop. Okay. Beautiful. I've got some scrap, although I don't even know if I'll need that. So we're trying to make that extremely curled section at the end of Squidward's bed frame or headboard. So we're going to dip our finger into clean water and then shake off that excess because you don't need it dripping wet. Just need it a little teeny bit wet so that you can get your finger back. Take your finger, push it against the knot of the 160 and push your entire finger inside of the balloon. What? I'm pushing more of the balloon up. Pushing the balloon up on my finger so you can see it kind of like backs up on it. And pinch the knot. Slowly extract my finger. Perfect. And now, trying to find the exact right tension and shaping for it. And do a double pinch twist to secure that knot. There we go. It's not as curled as Squidward's bed. It's not as curled as Squidward's bed, but I think we can live. Do another double pinch twist here. These are the sections of bamboo. And I'll do another one too. Very good. Now, this is like a cane. Yeah, da 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 da. Yeah, da 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 da. Okay, but we've got this other 160. Stretch that, and we will attach this to our double pinch twist here. Okay, so I'm gonna say, how high do I need this to be? Because basically, the original meme, let's see, it's closer to this. It's basically right over this eye almost. Yeah, so we're gonna do a couple, do some forced perspective where I make it skinny in the back and taller in the front. I'm so extra, but that makes sense, right? Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Slightly longer. Double pinch twist. All right. Let's force some perspective. Mayan prophet looks like intestines. Balloons do look like intestines. In fact, you could make an argument that the earliest balloon animals were intestines. Where we got the idea. See if this works. I have no idea. I just decided to make it without checking it the whole time. So this could be a complete fail. Don't quite have enough latex here. Hang on. Maybe that'll work. so sideways. Why is it so sideways? Oh, because this. Sorry, just trying to get this to line up nicely. Ah, and drop it on the floor. Perfect. You definitely need to do that. Okay. This looks really strange from the front, but if we see, am I doing this right? I don't know. I forget what I'm doing. Forget what I'm doing, chat. There we go. So it's to be out more this way. To be a little higher than this. We actually want this to be a little bit. Like the weird, is it weird that we don't see the bed continue? Like we don't see the end of the bed frame. But also it's an image. Well, I like it. Okay, I need to get rid of this situation at the bottom and maybe, hang on. I can do with the 260 periwinkle. Pontius Pirate? Okay, first of all, great name. And really, if only the kids would just go play with the intestines you buy them for Christmas. But no. Those are last season's intestines. All the kids at school are gonna laugh at me. Yeah, I might do that. Where? What if I do a thing like this? Attach it to a white 260 because we have a little bit of mattress showing in the original. Tie these two together through the balloon. Bend a nice angle right there. Yeah, so these here, the best way to get rid of them will probably be to pinch twist them around one another and just make them a little shorter. So we will try balloon art, they said. It's simple, they said. Oh, nope, almost. Yes. Okay. We pinch twisted that, meaning we can bring the edge of our bedspread here. Honestly, here, let's see. I'm doing this. This needs to be a hard bend here. And here. And then I can have this bend back into the pinch twist. I think. You don't have to follow along with what I'm saying. Ah, hi, Kiri! 7 stream streak. Well done, hi, Kiri. Hello. All right, we're wrapping the blanket around Squidward's, I almost just said feet, tentacles. Wrap that around our pinch twist. Yes. And now the edge of the bed goes to about here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get everything to sit exactly right. And that is tricky. Yeah, there we go. I want it to be like that. And technically, Squidward's head is kind of up at an angle because the pillow's a little higher. But I think I'll be okay. Technically, there's more detail to Squidward's pillow. This is when Shana engages in the internal battle of, do we go for perfection? Or do we go for good enough? Well, do you feel lucky, punk? Okay. Because, like, the pillow has, it's a pillowcase. You can see the pillow stuffing in the pillow. The nice thing about edited videos is it doesn't matter how much time you spend on the balloon. In the end, it only looks like it took a few minutes. This is too dark. Could do a lighter blue. It's not quite my super pale blue. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that much different, but when you're a perfectionist, not that much difference makes all the difference. Better. That off. All right, are we still keeping track of what's happening? Wrapping the internal pillow around there and some more pillowcase under there. Rip this part off, because I don't need that now. Might need it later. You never know. Okay. So. I don't like that. It's fine without this part. Is she allowed to do that? Yes. She is. Because there are no rules. And so there. Pretty good. I like the bed frame. I feel like it disappears if it's not attached to anything. Do you know what I mean? What do I think I want to do with this? I do like the bed frame. I think without it, it's just not as... It's like a little extra. So I think these... We're going to rip this part open. We'll attach it to this pinch twist because that looked like they lined up pretty conveniently. Find your light, Squidward. Tilt your head back. That's it. So what I need is a tension line from here through this bubble I think that'll help. Yes. It helps. Helps a little bit. Trying to make 3 dimensions, but not in a 3-dimensional way, like not in an accurate, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to make 3 dimensions that don't, I'm faking 3 dimensions with real 3-dimensional medium. It's unique. Had something that went from there to there. Let's try it. How to hold balloons out. I might just need to glue this on instead of trying to attach it with the balloon. Sometimes the answer is just glue. But this part looks so great, right? And I gotta get to the part where I'm drawing the eyes. So we'll glue this to there. All right, we're doing some glue dotting. Is everybody ready? Everybody got your glue dots ready? And push this here. And right there. Perfect. Oops, upside down. Ha ha ha. Now, the sheets won't be so annoying. Ah, Liz in the OC is here. Hello, Liz. And Bnuzia. Ah, I'm glad you like it. Sorry, I'm not like reading chat as regularly today. What, Gimlet? Not welcome, Gimlet. It's nice to have you here. If you're new here, my name is Shana Sharp. I'm probably the best balloon artist in the world, at least that you've ever seen. Maybe not. I don't know. Where do you live? Anyway, I'm making a series of Spongebob balloons. Earlier this week, we made... That's not what we made at all. Oh, I think my... Don't pay any attention to this chicken detective nonsense. I think my close-up camera died of batteries, so let me plug it in. But I can also show you this, the SpongeBob and Patrick that I made earlier. The annoying thing about the Video Ninja, which is great way to make your phone into like an external second camera for you. That's amazing, but it drains battery like glug glug. This is so cute. Gimlet, wait till you see the SpongeBob and the Patrick. Okay. Here's Patrick. He's trying his hand at some carpentry. It is not going well, but that is a genuine nail in the balloon right there. Ooh, wow, what a sharp balloon. Perfect. Tap, tap, tap. Doesn't hurt him at all. See, no brain, no pain. And we've also made this guy who just found out.
Squidward, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
So cute. But, so I'm finishing up the Squidward. We'll do a Sandy, and we'll do a Plankton as well. I'm trying to recreate, because, like, I can make anything out of balloons. With enough balloons and enough time, you can make anything. Mostly, I work as a children's entertainer at birthday parties and various celebratory events. And if someone asks me for SpongeBob there, I do this, which is faster. It relies heavily on drawing, which is like my secret power when it comes to doing balloons. But this one, I'm not gonna make you one of those if I see you at a birthday party in the Los Angeles area. Sorry. Artist choice. Keep it up! Thanks, Gimlet. I will. I've been making balloons now for 19 years. The time for the off-ramp was like 12 years ago. So what can you do? I saw the tail end of that balloon making yesterday, so you wanted to return. Yeah, oh, Benuzia. How do I pronounce? Is it Benuzia? Or is there some different pronunciation? It's so, thank you. That's our secret plan. Now we gotcha. What if I pay you more money? Ah, super CHP, speaking my language. Look, I do make balloon art. So when I work at a birthday party, when I work at a live event, and I have to drive to the event, load all my luggage in there, make balloons for your guests, and leave, my rate is higher than if I were to make balloons at home in the comfort of my own studio on my own time. So when I work on a balloon sculpture that's custom for people, I usually charge like $100 an hour that I spend on it. I spend on, less time. If I'm filming a video, I spend a lot more time. But yeah, someone could absolutely hire me to make them a SpongeBob balloon, and I would make it for them. But I don't recommend hiring me to come to a party where you have a line of guests waiting and then asking me to make something super complicated, because your guests will just be very annoyed that there's only time for like 2 balloons for the whole party. Anyway, I actually got it. I got Benuzia right, and it's rare. Nice. Well, it's lovely to have you here. I hope you come back to some future streams. I can't wait for you to meet my cats. I have 3 cats and 1 husband, and a human child as well. But usually stream with my husband, Mr. SharpBalloons. So if you come back to a future stream, you'll probably catch him. This week, he's mostly a little preoccupied since there's no school today, and then the rest of the week is early release because it's parent-teacher conferences. How suburban. Yes. So anyway, got to do some drawing on here. I feel like, I don't know. Part of me was like, we need to have the bed frame. But now that I'm here, I'm like, how do I attach it nicely? Well, first of all, I need to replace this one. That one doesn't reach, and that's angering me. I'm angry. Anyway, I'm going to go back to not really reading chat, but it is so nice to have you here. I have noticed that when I record videos in front of a live audience, the footage is better. I'm not as, forced or canned feeling when I address the camera, so it's helpful to me for you to be here. But I get that it might be boring for you if I'm not, responding all the time. So you do you. It won't hurt my feelings. And if you come back to a future stream, I hope you get a chance to meet all the members of the Sharp family. Okay, don't need this. But this, I can make longer now to even more emphasize our forced perspective. Let's see if that makes it better or worse. Entirely possible it made it worse. I kind of like it now. Should I make? I feel like I should make the other end of the other curly Q. So we'll make another deep hook twist. So if you missed the deep hook twist earlier, boy, are you in for some fun. A weird thing to say. It's fine. Once more, a deep hook twist. So get that thirsty finger some water. Shake it off, all that excess. You don't want little droplets of water falling all over you. We're just gonna push our finger into the balloon and just push the balloon onto our finger. Now it's backing up. I've heard that this reminds people of intestines. I get it. Pinch that, oop, pinch the knot off the tip of my finger. It ripped. Okay, well, don't do that. We'll just try it again. We're gonna tie that off. Ooh, I don't think I have enough space. All right, we're gonna get another balloon. Just as I intended. Okay. One slightly damp finger. One 160Q balloon, pushing the finger into the balloon, pushing the balloon onto my finger. Far as I can go. I think that's good. I'll pinch the knot off the tip of my finger, slowly back out my finger. Well, that doesn't look like what I need, so let's massage it. Get this to look like a nice curled section of balloon. Push more air into that curl by pushing on the back end of the balloon. I think this looks good here. We're gonna tie this, rip that off. Don't need this part, unless I need to remake this, in which case I'll be happy I saved it. And we'll tie off that knot. Let's see if we can fix the shaping here. So I want this to be straighter, and this to be more curled. Yeah, that's what I want. And we'll attach this to the far end of the bed frame. Double pinch twist. Very convenient. Nice. It doesn't exactly match the other one, but you know. I don't know where they're buying their furniture from in Bikini Bottom, but okay. So we've got our sleeping. Oh wait, I'm like, why does this one have the drawing on it? Because this is my prototype. We don't want the prototype. We want the actual type, which honestly looks better if you want to compare it. I did just throw it away. Hang on. Yeah. This is what I was working on last night, just making sure that I knew how I'd put it together. And this is how our final one came out. I think that our final one is better, but it doesn't have drawing on him yet, so it'll look better once he gets that. And now, is this what we're doing for the bed frame? This one more. This. I like this. So I'm gonna glue 2 connection points. Because 2 connection points will have it much more stable than just one. One will want to flop and flop and flop. So, glue dot. This is where I want it to be. Great. Then I want this to be right here. Placing the glue dash. Peel off the backing. Push that balloon there. Beautiful. And then this one, we'll push on. Glue dash. See, with one, it just wants to, you know, it's just a hinge. But if you have 2, let's see where exactly am I gonna, right there? Great, so we're gonna put that right here. A little bit of glue. on our pillow. And then there's our bed frame. I'm gonna hide these scraps in the back so they don't look messy. All right, Squidward is, well, not fast asleep, but he is comfy cozy, snug as a squid in a rug, but still having trouble falling asleep. So let's do a little bit of artwork. We've got to have those open rectangular pupils, some little dots on his head, maybe some extra frown wrinkles, but we're basically done. I'm sure you're happy to hear that, Squidward. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, but enough about me. Do love you. Hello, 25. Hello. Gimlet. Yes. Bnuzia. I mean, there's a lot to learn about physics and balloons because latex acts differently than most other substances. It's like I've become an expert in a substance, really, and then applied my artistic mind to that medium. Ah, I'm just a clown. All right, let's see. My camera, my phone is back on. Oh, I need to put in my passcode because I lost my battery. Hang on. It was in Chrome. Allow. Share your camera. Allow. Okay. Doing good here. Great job. Pro streamer. Pro streamer. It's not there yet? Oh. I have to say start. Start. Okay. There we go. Thumbs up. All right. Oh man, what spectacular cinematography. Did I miss my calling, chat? Should I have been an AD? Director of photography, DP? Look at this love. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay. But enough about how great I am. So the details we need to draw are our pupils in the eyes, some wrinkles on the head, and some little pokey dots on the head. Hey! I'm like, what just happened? I don't know. I just got a sound effect, but I don't know. It's fine. Oh, we got a follow! Sorry. I turned off all my alerts, and so I'm, like, confused. Easily confused. I'm a mom. Anyway, welcome. It's good to have you here, new follower. My name is Shana Sharp. I'm the best balloon artist in the world, probably. Certainly the most humble. We are going to make our Squidward look even more insomniac. Let's go. Let's do our over-the-head camera. Oh, wait. Do I have to Hang on. I just noticed that my over-the-shoulder camera, all the lighting changed again. I got it. OBS, you're my most favorite. Did you know that? Configure video. Let's turn the game down. That's good. I'll put the game to maybe there. Okay. It's so annoying that I'm a balloon artist and I had to learn all of this computer stuff to be a streamer. Pity me, okay? All right, Squidward. There you are. Let's do our black dot details first. So I knew that. I'll get my color reference in the way, you know what I mean. Okay, here we go. Photo reference. visible. So we'll do a couple more. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm positioned properly here. Poor Squidward. I know, bud. No one understands you. You're underappreciated. Okay. And our... Oh, I forgot the bags under our eyes. Look, as a mother and someone who has gone many nights on limited sleep, the bags under the eyes are a very essential detail, so I will add that. Hang on a sec. Let's go over here. Can't believe I almost forgot the bags under the eyes. What kind of a sham artist am I? I have a little leftover scrap of some 360 in that mint green, so we're going to do a little puff inflate. I mean, it's just enough air to keep it, like, rigid, but not to fully inflate it. I'll tie off this end here. I think this is going to be long enough. I'm also going to tie off the end on the other side, so I have a knot, which is a little easier for me to nestle it in with some other parts of the balloon. Sorry, just trying to make sure this is evenly puffed. Good. So we're just going to tuck this underneath the eye to make him look extra tired. So we'll start by tucking this edge behind the side of the eye. Great. And now we'll just wrap this around the bottom of the eye to where the nose joins. Tuck that knot in there so it's not as visible. Okay, but like, do you see how much better that makes it? So much better. Yes. Oh, I'm glad we didn't forget that. I'm glad we didn't forget that. That would be so sad. Okay, so now that we are properly tired, I realize I also need to draw Squidward's mouth here to be the bend, and we need our pupils, as I've mentioned. Okay, so Squidward here. Let's do our large red permanent marker. We're just kind of staring off into the middle distance. Be in the right position, Shana. And Squidward's pupils are great for drawing with the chisel tip marker because it makes a nice rectangle there. Oh, he looks so pathetic, poor guy. All right, and we gotta draw the mouth. Here we go. Because, like, while you could say that this bend here is the mouth, it's not exactly where Squidward's mouth would be positioned. So if I tilt it there, it looks like his mouth. But if I tilt it there, it looks less like it. So I think I want to draw it in with black marker just so it's, like, more noticeable. So one more time into the realm of over the shoulder.
Oh no. Ah, SpongeBob.
I love it. I love it! Yes! Squidward can't sleep. Too nervous. That audition is a huge deal. So good. Okay. He has this whole bed with him. Okay, so I'm gonna put... Here's Patrick in the foreground. SpongeBob there. Squidward I'll put in the background. I wonder if it sits well. Let's see. Okay, we obviously need Patrick, you're in the way, bud. Maybe if I move. Feet out in front of you there, Mr. Bob. I like this because it looks like Squidward is haunted by dreams of SpongeBob and Patrick, which, like, honestly, that is probably what his nightmares are composed of. Exactly, Annie. No wonder he can't sleep. He's by SpongeBob and Patrick. Makes perfect sense, Matt Pontius. Thank you. The story is telling itself. I love that. Yes, we made like a little tableau. I'm also going to, my next plan is to make a Sandy Cheeks. I've been having trouble. Hang on, I'm gonna do a quick, like, look how cute they all are. The bubbles keep bouncing into Patrick. Oh, Patrick. That sounds about right. Here, I'll stop the recording now. Let's turn on our Twitch overlay. Hey, there you are, chat, you cuties. How you been? The trio are assembled! Yes. Finally, yes! Oh my gosh, I haven't drank water. Mayan, I am the Bob Ross of balloons. It's true! But like with more caffeine. There you are, Amy! I didn't see you there, because I didn't have the layer on. All right, I need to drink some water, and I'm going to try and not drink the finger water, because that is probably gross. Ooh, I have this brown caffeinated water. I can drink some of that. I like that Patrick just keeps, like, he looks like he's like sitting in a floaty in like the lazy river or whatever. He's just like floating along. It's actually a good idea. I could do a bunch of people and like, no, come on, Shannon, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Eyes on the prize. Sandy Cheeks. He's just bobbing. Hey, SpongeBobbin. Hey, SpongeBobbin. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Good old Weeble wobbles. Okay. So, this is amazing. The clear bubbles do work with this narrative. I specifically decorated the studio with bubbles so that we would be under the sea for our SpongeBob series. Let me show you. All right, let me show you the Sandy that I'm trying to do. Picture of her here? I thought I did. I guess I don't. Okay. Do you know the Sandy meme where she's like, no, you ain't? She's like looking for missing SpongeBob. I think it's pre-hibernation, and like everyone's like tired of searching for him.
There.
Oh, hello there. What? Flipsy Fiona. Greetings, Fiona. Hello, Flippers. The Flipsy Prickle is here! Let's get swaggin'. Okay, I got one question for you, Swaggin' Wagon. Do you roll with SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward? Then I've got something cool to show you. Sandy Cheeks is your favorite. Yeah, Sandy Cheeks is great. Hello, Flipsy Fiona. How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome, friends. You've been rated into a balloon art stream, which awesome. You didn't even know that existed, did you? Okay, maybe you did. Flipsy Fiona. Boom. Shout out. Ta-da. What? You did IRL food stuff? For Veterans Day? What'd you get? What did you do? What were you up to, Fiona? What kind of food did you get? Because I like delicious food. Let me show you the SpongeBob balloons while we talk about that. Oh, and also, Flipsy, what are your 2 favorite colors? Your 2 favorite colors today. You're not like, I'm not like gonna write this down and hold you to it forever. This is just like a general question. Stream was great. You are on a cross-country trip. And today was dedicated to Veterans Day foodie. Fantastic. Where are you at now? And where did you start? Where are you headed to? And where are you at now? I'm just continue giving you questions. Sandy was your main girl. Yeah. You still have a Sandy Cheeks doll from when you were a little sproutling. That's so cute. I love it. 3 burritos, 2 combo meals from White Castle, and a Mission barbecue sandwich. Yum. Yum. Flipsy Fiona, do you like purple? Your username is showing in purple, so this is a guess. But you know, again, 2 colors that you like whenever you get the chance. Here's some balloons I can show you that we made earlier this week. If you like SpongeBob, which I guess everybody does, here's Patrick. Patrick Star, he's got a genuine nail hammered into his forehead. That's right. This is now officially multimedia art. Ooh. Ooh, how many mediums did you use? How many media? Yeah, that's how you say it. And of course, we've got SpongeBob, who just found out that Squidward likes Krabby Patties, don't ya? Yeah. I love this face. And what we just finished before you joined us was this, the ever so relatable Squidward can't sleep. Cannot sleep, haunted by thoughts. Maybe even some feelings. Ugh, who's got time for that? But you know, that's just like if you like SpongeBob. So cute! Purple and teal. I got you. I got you. Did I get a Squidward balloon count? Ooh, McDougal, great question. I'm gonna make the raid lightsaber, and then if I forget to answer your question, do you mind asking again? Here we go. Thoughts are the worst. No, wait. Thoughts and prayers are the worst. Okay, what's happening? We're doing some teal. We're doing some purple. I'm gonna go with the darker teal and the darker purple because the last time I streamed, someone asked for the lighter purple and the lighter teal. So we're going Flipsy, Fiona. You see what I did there? Okay, here's some purple. Gorgeous. I do like this new shade of purple. Okay, so balloon goes in half. Twist these 2 bubbles together. Fantastic. Now, we find the middle of these 2 balloons, or this one balloon. That's the middle. Slightly to the side of the middle, we place 1 twist. This is slightly longer now, so we're going to make another bubble to make a 1-inch bubble there, and then we'll twist this section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at least. Next, we're going to put some air into our teal balloon. That's right, this is a 2 balloon creation just for you, Fiona. You started from Seattle a week ago, started from Chicago today. We are going to Toledo tonight. An overall goal is New Mexico. That sounds like fun. Okay, chat. It really does sound like fun. A cool way to like see the country and have a little bit of like a tour guide with a personality that you enjoy. So do us a favor and follow Flipsy Fiona. Triple F. Follow Flipsy Fiona for fun, fascinating food and friendly. French fries? I don't know. I ran out of words. Actually, little known fact, there are no other words that begin with the letter F. Did you know that? It's a little fun false. SharpBalloons is not an educational stream. Here we go. Teal and purple. Okay, good color choice, Fiona. Excellent. Here we go. We're going to write you on the Raid lightsaber. Friends, if you are new here, again, I'm Shana SharpBalloons. I stream with my husband normally, Mr. SharpBalloons. And the two of us have a YouTube channel called also SharpBalloons, where we make a kids live stream every Wednesday, except for tomorrow. What a weird thing to say, Shana. On a week, you're not doing it. But we have 8 episodes archived over there so far. If you know young children who like balloons, it is wholesome, it is trustworthy, and yeah, it's like an hour long each episode. All right, Flipsy Fiona. I can talk and write at the same time. Obviously, I can't. I have you written upon the Raid lightsaber. Okay, now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, lady, it doesn't look like a lightsaber. And you're right, Fiona. It does not look like a lightsaber, but it does sound like one. Here we go. All the bubbles make it pretty tricky to find places to wave it around. But there you go. This is a balloon sword that does actually make noise. You chose purple and teal. And yesterday's streamer chose teal and purple. So we have like opposites, or flipsies, if you want to call it that. Flipsy Fiona, thank you for the raid. And yesterday's raid, of course, was from Emily Henry Music. I can talk. I've been doing it for years. I don't want to brag. I've been talking now for probably about 43 years. I know. It's the time that I invest in my craft. Really pays off. Oh, yay. That's really neato. Benuzia, I agree with you. I am, no, just kidding. The balloon is super neato, and it always makes an impression at birthday parties. So you go to a birthday party and a little kid asks you for a Darth Vader balloon. And yes, I can make a Darth Vader balloon, but he's just going to play with it and then pop it. Or I could make him a Darth Vader lightsaber in red and black, and it actually makes the noise and he can wave it around. So it's very, very popular, and also a very fast balloon. We like saving time, because then I can spend hours on these guys. Because that's apparently the time I have. Okay. So it's 1:13. We're probably going to raid out pretty soon, but before we do, since I have you here, I'd like to talk about sandy cheeks. I'm having trouble. Right here in River City. That starts with T. That rhymes with B, and that stands for Bob. I don't know. Okay. Sandy Squirrel starts with S. That doesn't rhyme with T. Sandy Squirrel. I want to do the no you ain't meme. But it's actually pretty tricky to do. Sandy's face. She has these very big cheeks. I know that's probably comes as a surprise to no one. But it's tricky to actually make those. I think what I might do. Let's see. White. This one here. Okay. I'm going to take you along on my sandy face idea. And we'll see if we can come up with a way. Let me... oh, right. I was going to look up... oh, McDougal! Shana says all the F words. Yes! Perfect. No notes. Notes equal none. And I forgot to count the Squidward balloons. Thank you for saying something, because that reminded me, McDougal. Here we go. Squidward balloon count. Are you ready? Okay. I like him straight up and down. Very funny. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, oh my gosh, it might be 13. Is that like my secret number for like good balloons? Is like 12 to 13 balloons in a sculpture. And then you're hitting Shayna's sweet spot. But apparently, that was unplanned. Completely unplanned. But thank you for asking, McDougal, because now we know. The more you know. SharpBalloons is not an educational stream. There we go. Stay. Excellent. Good job, everybody. Okay. So here's... I said I was going to do... I was going to look up the Sandy image. Okay. Sandy saying, no, you ain't. Images. That's a GIF. I don't want that one. I just want an image, a still image is all. The thing is, everybody grabs, she says, no, you ain't. And then everybody grabs a different screenshot. But like, I like the one where she's saying, no. I can do her smiling quite easily. But I don't want to do it smiling. I just want the image. Why is this so hard? Open image in new tab. How about that? Save image as. A JFIF? What's a JFIF? Probably nothing I can put on my screen, right? It's not even showing up. Yeah. Why is this so difficult? Internet. Are you supposed to make everything easier? Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age. This is the dawning of the age of Latexia. Age of Latexia. No, you ain't. God, why is it so hard? Can I just save this image? Oh yeah, I think this one will work. Okay, okay. Let's see. No, you ain't. I'm ready. No, you ain't. Okay. So this is what I want to do. Easy, right? So easy. So easy. Not so easy. Mocha balloon. I'm gonna do a... God, it's almost like... Okay, I'm gonna try something new this time. I'm gonna try... So I have three 360 balloons in the pastel yellow. The problem is they're like lighter. And especially when I blow them up. here. Okay. So you see what I mean? This one is like a little more buttery, and this one is a little more just white. Is that gonna be a big problem? Are we gonna have a problem? Okay, well, I've done it a bunch of times. I'm gonna try it with the 360 because this is what experimentation is about. Tie our 260 and our 160 together. No, you ain't. Yes, I am, Sandy. Do a single pinch twist. The height of our head. Little pinch twist for our ear. The width of our head. Another pinch twist for our ear. And then back down. And another pinch twist at the cheek. What if I just did a double pinch twist in this ivory color? What would that look like? So bad at this. Why am I so bad at balloons? Quick question, chat. Why am I so bad at balloons? The single cheek is good. Honestly, okay, got our 160. To a single bubble that goes across here. Single pinch twist. Strip that off. Don't need that part. Extra. Okay. So if we do that, like, I like the size of the cheek situation. It gives her that real rounded, you know. But then what we need to do is find out how to do that little no you ain't. How to get what about that? No. Obviously, we need to have some eyes there before it's truly giving the sandy vibe. I'll probably do just white eyes and then draw the eyelids on that. I think that'll just be easier. Eyeball 1. About the same size. Eyeball number 2. Gotta drive. Oh my gosh, Flipsy, you gotta pay attention to the road. Thank you for making the right choice. And thank you for finding us and hanging out with us. Okay, so... First of all, I think this balloon behind her face should be yellow as well, so that we've only got that. The cheeks don't really read as being... Let me draw the eyelids on, see if that helps me see it better. I put my there it is, my light brown Sharpie. No, you ain't. It's just not quite. Pull these eyeballs back. So bad. Don't. This is why I always draw on the eyes last. Anytime I try to arrange them afterwards, it's always like, nice try. But at least it'll kind of help, again, just for prototyping, help me see what I want to do here. Honestly, it's this line is not solid enough. Do our nose. So funny before they have pupils? Yes. Balloons look weird until they're done. But before they're done, it's like, what are you trying to do? Trimming off our knots. This is Sandy's nose. Hey, Dragon Cub! Thank you for 35 months with your Prime. You only get 1 Prime. You're wasting it on me. Thank you. No, you ain't. Okay, yes, you are wasting it on me. Okay, this is not going to be the finished Sandy Edge. She looks messed up, but if I put the nose and the tooth in there, I like how the upper lip is looking. What I don't like, how to get an O mouth without... It reminds me of the Bugs Bunny saying no. No. It just doesn't read. The other thing I could do is draw the mouth. Let me do that. Let me just do that. Before I make myself go more crazier. Because I'm already pretty crazy. I guess the other thing I could do would be to make her muzzle out of blush instead of the pale yellow, which actually might be better, so let's try that. Oh, and I need a mocha brown 260. All right. Isn't this just captivating content? Fine line between crazy and genius. It's true. It's true. I am the line between crazy and genius. Okay, I'm going to do this. And I'm also going to do a much smaller bubble on the back of the head. Squirrel ears. About this. What if I It's almost like her head's a little taller than I'm making it. Okay. Just out of curiosity, though, let's see what happens when I try to draw the face on this muzzle. Obviously, we don't have eyes in there yet. Should I do some eyes? Probably just so it doesn't look crazy. Although balloons always look crazy. We've already been over that. Craft show prep. It's that time of year when we completely lose flavor fade to the crafting fairies. They are a jealous breed. Perfect. Eyeballs. Again, this is not like a forever placement. This is just for now. But we do this... Wait, where's my... Do it more perfectly when it's for reals. Don't forget the eyelids, Shana. Okay. So, if I were to... white. Hang on, I need to make this bigger. I need to see what I'm doing. But here, you don't need to see what I'm doing there. That. Do a little bit of pink for the tongue. Do some dark brown for the inside of the mouth. And then we take our black marker. Okay, let's see. Like, that's pretty good. If I made her head a little taller and narrower here. It's pretty good shaping though. Just trying to make a neck. Tuck that inside the bottom of the head. Then we just build our spacesuit around her. Globe, flower. And this is probably the way I'm gonna do Sandy. I think it's, yeah, I wish I could show you. I could show you most of the sample Sandys. I was, poor sample Sandy. Did not age very well. Here's another sample Sandy. Yikes. This is the scene in the movie where they make it into the evil scientist's lair and they see all the failed experiments and they realize how horrific. I feel like people slip into our channel and they're like, wow, she's great at everything. She must be amazing. I fail so many times. Each and every one of these, some failed experiment. They look horrific. Oh, geez, that's nightmare fuel. All of these, all possible methods. And I can't believe that at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I'm just gonna do this. This is like such a cop-out to me, but also it is what serves the art best, and I have to remind myself I'm not doing this to like impress myself. I'm doing this to impress children and general public people who don't necessarily know what's possible with balloons. I gave her a lower lip. I think that helps to emphasize the no. No, you ain't. Yeah, definitely. Go Sandy. Go Sandy. Hey, and just in case you were wondering, 1, 2, 3 balloons in this one so far. But the spacesuit uses quite a few balloons. I'd also make like the platform that she's kind of pushing up on. So there may be 13 balloons yet. Experiments that don't work out are ways to find out the way that does. Exactly. Look, failure is just a necessary step to success. The first step to being really good at something is being kind of bad at something. Rinse and repeat. Ryoki, you made it to the end! Yeah! Well done. Did you get to see all our horrible... Put me out of my misery, Spongebob. Oh no! Oh no! The squirrel experiments! Oh, the squirrel manatee! It's not a failure. It's learning what doesn't work. 100%. Also, these balloons are for no one but me. So, like, it is only my standards that I am, like, holding myself to. So, yeah. You know, it's good to... One reason I like balloon art as a medium is it is, by its nature, temporary. Like, you could spend hours and hours and hours and make the perfect balloon, and it is not going to last longer than a week. So you can't get too, like, wrapped up in your head about, like, oh, but this is my masterpiece. If I make the wrong decision, It does help you stay in the moment and just kind of, like, if something isn't working, there's very little benefit to continuing to try and force it to work. You can just start over again. It's nice. It's nice. Stay in the moment, friends. Don't get these things. They are all temporary. You can really relate to that. Oh, Benuzia. I'm like such a perfectionist, and that is a problem for me in a lot of other art forms. Less so with balloons. It forces me to not be so precious. And yet then I found live streaming, which gave me the option to spend hours on a balloon. So, I don't know. I'm on my own journey. You're on yours! And I wish you good luck with that. Hey, friends, if you came in and rated us from Flipsy Fiona, it's so nice to meet you. I hope that you enjoy this chatter and art and, silliness. If you do, drop a follow. If you like me, you'll love my husband, Mr. SharpBalloons. He's got a much deeper voice and a much bigger hand, I guess. That's all you can ever really see of him. We will be streaming again on Thursday night at 9 p.m. Pacific, which is midnight East Coast. So we do a late night Thursday stream, and I hope that we see you there. If not, if the Monday, Tuesday daytime streams are better for your schedule, fantastic. I will see you next Monday. SharpBalloons on all of the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm not on X. I am on Blue Sky, but I never do anything. Look, I never do anything on any of the social media platforms, but I'm there. I just want you to know that I'm available. I will not, do anything. Yeah. Oh, Ryoki, you're gonna love this. Here's today's Raid Saber. Here's yesterday's Raid Saber. What? The dark and the light, and then they look so cute together. I really love it. I know. Ooh. Banoozy, it was lovely to meet you. I can't wait to see you in the future. You love them. Same. When Fiona said purple and teal, I was like, yes, let's do the opposite. And then we'll have two. It looks amazing. Ah! Yes, that is those balloon dogs. All right, let's figure out a place to raid, shall we? Oh, and real quick, because I do love, wait, there we go. Hanging with my boys. We got it. Everybody, leave Squidward alone. He's trying to take a nap. Patrick, can you hammer more quietly, please? Patrick? Patrick? Patrick, can you hammer more quietly, please? This guy does not listen. I love it. Punk Fiend, bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. It's good to see you. All right, let's take a look and see. Turn off that. My alarm's going off because it's time to pick up my son from school. Except he has no school today. Thanks, veterans. Okay, let's take a look and see who to whom shall we raid? Shall I update my app? Nay. Let's see. Where have we not been in a min? You know what? We haven't been to I Paint Burbs, and I did get to run into I Paint Burbs briefly at TwitchCon. She came right up to me, was so kind, and remembered me and all that jazz. So let me make sure she hasn't been going for too long. Well, she's going for 4 hours and change. Might be kind of. Well, she's still working, so we're gonna raid over there, friends. Art is fascinating. I love Burbs. Nikki Painter, bye to you. It's so nice to have everybody here. Thank you for the raid call. Ryoki, you're awesome. Remember to copy and paste whichever raid message applies to you. Last time we raided, I counted. We had 5 people copy and paste that message. Can we beat that this time? I don't know. Maybe. Look, I get it. No pressure, but if it's available, I would really appreciate it if we could throw that raid message into the chat for I Paint Burbs. And now let me finish. Let's see. I Paint Burbs. Did I do this right? Raid I Paint Burbs. I think I... Yes, the raid has been created! Give our creation life! Friends, thank you. Thank you so much. It's very fun hanging out in the newly embubbled studio to make Spongebob characters with you. I am getting work done for SharpBalloons, but having company while doing it just makes it so much more enjoyable. Bye, RC. Bye, Stormy. Bye, McDougal. Got a bunch of good clips. Nice! And looping that. Hey, I have noticed our view time has definitely been like, it's so funny. When you look at the graph, I can track the day when I told you all, hey, it would be super helpful if you could have some of our videos playing in the background. And ba-choom, the view time per day, I think it's not official yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to hit our 4,000 hours like this week. So thank you. That really did push us over the, I can't say officially it's pushed us over the finish line. So keep it up just in case. But thank you so much. It really has been incredible watching that channel grow. Thank you, everybody. Bye, Dragon Cup. Bye, Ryoki. Bye, Sassy Girly. Bye, Nikki Painter. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful time at I Paint Burbs. We got 8 seconds remaining. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on Thursday night, and if I don't, I'll see you on Monday. Bye, friends. Bye. Now go check